Hey Aquarius, welcome into your November 2025 reading. How are you guys doing? This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And thank you so much for being here. I'm Heather with Heather's Healing, and we are looking at November, Scorpio season, 8th house energy, house of transformation. So what I thought we would do is I'm going to pull a card from this deck for the overall theme or energy of this month. But because it is Scorpio season, this reading is going to be more about your innerscape rather than the energy around you. So I'm going to ask the question, what are you avoiding? And underneath that avoidance, or you could look at that as an obstacle, what are the gifts that are waiting to surface? And if you look at that obstacle, if you challenge that obstacle, if you try to do some work around that obstacle, how will your energy look at the end of the month? So that's what we're going to do. And thanks so much for being here, Aquarius. So overall theme or energy of the month of November as it relates to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. For any of the Aquarians watching this video, overall theme or energy for November. And I just keep hearing in need of peace. So it sounds like maybe you guys need a break. You're waiting for, I don't know, maybe you just need a break. What are you avoiding? What are you avoiding? What truth is coming to the surface? Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio often brings hidden truths to the surface. So what is it for you? What is bubbling to the surface? Wow, that came right out. Okay, I got the Five of Pentacles. All right, and what are the gifts or blessings that are hiding underneath this obstacle? What gifts or blessings, talents, skills are waiting to be, are waiting to surface? And if you look at this energy this month, this obstacle, not necessarily embrace it, but acknowledge that it's there. You're open to receiving the messages that it has for you. What will your energy look like at the end of the month? What will your energy look like at the end of the month? Oh, and I turned that one over. Well, triumphant. So I like that. We got the Seven of Wands. I can't remember if I pulled an additional card. Well, we'll just see how it goes. Let's see if we need an additional card. Okay, so overall theme, action. Interesting here because I was feeling like maybe you guys were feeling overworked or maybe in the need of some peace or a break. But we've got the action card, card number 3. But what I'm feeling from this is take the action next month. Allow yourself to have November as a break. And maybe consider, is there a way that you could do things differently that isn't going to use so much of your energy? Is there a way that you can maybe consolidate some of your efforts? It feels like this month for you, Aquarius, is a month to kind of reevaluate the way you are doing your everyday life and seeing if there's a way that you can consolidate, maybe work in more breaks for yourself, taking a look at your energy, taking a look at how you are spending your time. And I'm also hearing spending your money, which brings us to this obstacle card here. So not a bad energy though. I do like this card of action. It can be very motivating, and maybe you are really motivated to do things differently because you are tired of doing life the way you've been doing it. The obstacle is the Five of Pentacles. This has kind of a victim type of an energy to it. It is fears around money, fears around survival, really. Feeling like you don't have enough resources, and maybe ask the question, is that really true? Or is something triggering some conditioning from your past? You could have all of your needs met, but still feel like you don't have enough, or still feel a victim mindset coming in, or feeling like, things never work out for me when actually they really are. So take a look at this, and is this energy really true for you? Are you really struggling to survive? Or is this conditioning, a layer of conditioning that is coming up to be looked at and observed and hopefully released? This could also be feeling like you aren't accepted, feeling like you don't have a tribe, you don't have a group, you don't have a place where you fit in. And again, that can be conditioning too. Not to take away from your feeling that way. And if you are feeling like you don't fit in and you don't have a place in this world, just know that you do. And it's okay to feel that way. I don't know many people that really feel like they fit in or feel like they have a group, at least not in my circle. And that's okay. I think that also is what makes you unique. And honestly, I don't think Aquarians really give a shit if they fit in, which is kind of nice too. So take a look at fears around survival, resources, and victimhood this month. I feel like that's going to be coming up for you, and that's also what the card's suggesting. What are the gifts and talents that are hiding underneath this? We've got the Six of Swords. Maybe this is why this is coming up. The Six of Swords, I feel like you're being asked to make a change, Aquarius. I think you have felt this for a while. You're being asked to leave something behind. Six of Swords, this can be a pretty big pivot. This could be changing jobs, ending a relationship, maybe diving deeper into a relationship. And, all of these big changes can bring up a lot of fears around survival. So that could be why that's coming up. The other thing here too is maybe you have so much fear of making a big change in your life that you're using this victim mentality to hide behind. Telling yourself things like, oh, it's not going to work out. That's too big of a change. Why would I think that would work out for me? I'll just stay where I'm at because I know what to expect and this is comfortable for me, and I feel safe here. I feel like you're being asked to take some risk and move in a different direction. It initially probably won't feel comfortable, but there's gifts here. There's greater peace. There's greater well-being that can come from you making this move, whatever that is for you. And if you are in a situation where you aren't quite sure, you're weighing the pros and cons and you're not quite sure what direction to move in, I would love to give you some additional advice and guidance. You can book a one-on-one and we can dive in a little deeper into your situation. But ultimately, if you do embrace this and you're really taking a look at what's going on here, and you don't have to take action on it this month. You can just make up your mind that this is what I'm going to do. You don't necessarily have to take action on it this month. But if you are looking at this, how will you feel at the end of the month? You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel, this is a victorious energy. Really, you're going to feel like, okay, I may not have control over what happens around me or what happens to me, but I can make choices that will move my life in a different direction, and that's really empowering. You don't have to be at the whim of the universe. You can make choices that move you in a different direction if you're not going in the direction that you want to be going in. So that is the message. You know, let's just go ahead and pull one final card here. Final advice and guidance for Aquarius for November. I'm hearing go for it. It kind of feels like taking a leap of faith, jumping into the unknown. That's what's so scary about the unknown, is that it is the unknown. Final advice and guidance. Eight of Cups. Again, this is walking away. This is it's kind of the same energy here, the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. It's a very similar energy. It is moving away. I do feel like by the time you get to the Eight of Cups, though, by the time you get to this kind of energy, you have really, you've kind of overweighted. You've waited too long. And in doing that, it can be a real drain on your life force. But similar energy, you're moving away. You have had enough. You are done with whatever this is. This could also be a change of lifestyle as far as changing habits, becoming healthier, you know, quitting something. Maybe you're wanting to quit smoking or quit sugar. And those things are really overwhelming. I mean, you might not think that's a really big change, but that's huge. Huge change. And maybe this is the month where you are just preparing your mind. You're just getting yourself psyched up to make that change. Give yourself grace this month. Interesting. I'd love to hear what's going on with you, Aquarius. I'm wishing you a fantastic November, and I will talk to you real soon.